Well, have you ever noticed that your brain is talking to you and it is talking to you all the time, 24 and 7 when you are awoke? It got something to say. When you are going to do something, it is always telling you something. Just like you are going for an interview and your brain is telling you, hey, maybe you're not good enough, maybe you don't have all the qualities or proficiency to get that job. You shouldn't go for that job because what if the boss shouts at you or you're not gonna get the job because you're not good enough? Simply, you're not good enough. So our brain is always talking to us in a harsh and negative ways. And sometimes we are believing it, sometimes we are not. And when we believe in it, it gets the power, all the power. So why the hell our brain is talking to us in a negative way? Why it is more prone to negativity? So according to the neuroscience, our brain is more biased to the negativities because our brain was wired. The purpose of our brain is to keep us alive, and safe. The purpose of our brain is not to keep us safe and happy. That is why our brain is always searching for threat. It is always scanning for the information surrounding ourselves, and if it perceives something as our danger, it can be social threat, it can be physical threat, then our brain is reminding us that we are in a danger, and it is talking about all of the negative things. So the part of our brain that is called amygdala, that is the threat detector of our brain. So whenever it perceives any danger for our survival, it sends the signal to our brain, and then we take actions accordingly. And the part that is called prefrontal cortex, this part is much more responsible for taking logical actions. All of the logical thinkings or logical decision we take from the prefrontal cortex of our brain. But when we are negative, we are into anxiety or we are into depressions, then our prefrontal cortex gets inactivated, it gets less active, and the amygdala part gets hyperactive, and that's where we just think negative things and we just don't believe in ourselves. So what we can do here? So our thoughts are just like the clouds on the sky. It's gonna come and go. Like according to the neuroscience, around 60 to 80,000 thoughts pop into our brain, and it just goes and comes back again. And so around 80,000 thoughts we used to have into our brain. So we just cannot stop our thought. But what we can control, that is, we can control our attention. Any thought that we put our attention, that will grow into reality. But in a neutral situation, thoughts doesn't have any power. It has absolutely no power until we put our attention and concentration into that thing. So like our thoughts are very powerful because it determines our life in certain extent. Just like say that, like if I think about a work, if my mind is telling me that I cannot do that work, so if I believe that, then it will get power over my body. If I believe that thought that I'm not good enough and I cannot do that work, I will not take any action. I will not try for that work. I'm not going to be trying anything for that work. And in that way, the thought is going to be my reality. But just like if I just take it as a thought, just as an opinion of my brain, and just if I choose not to put my attention onto that thing, then I can take action for that. Like my mind is telling me that I'm not good enough. But if I'm taking action and I'm trying for that work rather than thinking about the thought, then maybe I'm getting some result and I'm getting successful on that sector. So whatever thought that pops into our brain, if we don't believe in it, then it got no power over us. But if we are putting our attention onto that, then it got all the power. So it is the determiner of our success. It is the determinant of our life. So there is another concept in the neuroscience, that is metacognition. Well, what is the metacognition? So metacognition is becoming aware of your thought. So in this concept, like you're just gonna be an observer of your thought. Whatever thought that is popping into your head, you're just observing. You're just being non-judgmental to that thought, just like your brain is telling you, like, you're not gonna get that job, you're not good enough. So you're just observing that thought rather than judging it as like it means something. So you're just observing the thought, and in that way, you're just letting it pass. You're not stopping it, you're not arguing with your thought, you're just observing. And in that way, when you become aware of what kind of thought is popping into your mind, you create a mental distance, and your thought becomes less effective to your physiology, your brain. So in that way, you're just letting all the negative thoughts to pop into your brain, and you're just aware of the thought, but you're putting your attention like, hey brain, thank you for your opinion, but let's see what's gonna happen. Like your brain is telling like something dangerous is gonna happen, and you're talking to your brain like, it's okay, see what happens. And in that way, you're just going forward and you're taking action for what you can control. In that way, you're gonna take the control back from your thought. If you don't put your attention onto your thought, then it will lose its power. It will not be louder. So in that way, you can just sort it out.